It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on SABC3, and it's lights, camera, JP. We got some movie talk for you.
Sorry, everyone.
What? There wasn't. Don't worry. Don't worry. The action was good because that's what you do. You give us the action. You give us the latest trailers. And this one, if you're an animation fan, I know that you're going to love these two movies. I sat up last night watching them. The trailers, that is, over and over again. Especially this first one, which is Raya and the Lost Dragon. It seemed so much fun. There was something about it, and I love movies like this that kind of steeps you in culture, but also takes you on this adventure too.
But also then does something interesting, sort of similar to what we were talking about with Night of the Kings, is that it's not necessarily totally based in the reality as we know it. It's this sort of blend between magical world and real world, and specifically this draws a lot from Southeast Asian cultures, Laotian, Cambodian, Vietnamese, etc., etc. And the mythologies from that as well. So Raya and the Lost Dragon is from Walt Disney Animation Studios, which is quite different from Walt Disney as we know these. I'm pretty grateful for stuff like this after we've seen like Aladdin and Mulan and The Lion King, which have
no comment. We're not going to go back there. Can we focus on the future? This is the future.
On the one that actually does well. So this is the same studio that would bring you Moana, like you were saying, while the cameras were off, Frozen as well. And this is their first original since Moana, which was 2016. So yeah, a lot to look forward to because they have such a great track record. But this is a character that is played by, her name is Kelly Marie Tran, if I remember correctly, whoopsie. She is from Star Wars, a lot of people will remember there. And she is this warrior princess who needs to find, surprise, surprise, the Lost Dragon, who is going to be the savior of the world now that these evil characters called the Droon, these monster-type things, are re-invading planet Earth. The last time they did, all the dragons sacrificed themselves for the humans, very sweet of them, but now, actually, like in retrospect, it's like, wait, so you killed all yourselves and now there's one left and then the dudes just came back again? Doesn't sound like good logistics, but nevertheless. So she pairs off with Awkwafina, who plays the dragon in this.
And now, that is such an actress that is just all over the place, and I love her spirit, her personality, and now I want to see this voice personality.
She's super on the up. Well, she previously did Angry Birds. She was actually lots of fun in that. And she's in the next movie we're going to be talking about, too. She's on the left there, by the way. And so, yeah, one to look forward to. It's for March in SA. Obviously, these dates might move around a bit, given the pandemic circumstances, but let's hope that it stays still. I think it would be the 12th at this point. But yeah, I'll tell you more about it closer to the time. Raya and the Lost Dragon. Yeah, I think a breath of fresh air, especially after, like, I was so psyched for Mulan, and then it was just a complete letdown, man. Wow, compared to the 19th.
I don't want to comment on that. I think I may have said to a few people, like, it was interesting, however, I get you.
It's very polite.
But let's focus on Raya and the Lost Dragon coming out soon. That's going to be pretty exciting.
As an answer to the interest in Eastern mythology stuff. But
yes, exactly. Yes, it replaces, and actually it should be at the forefront. Now let's go over to a pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob SquarePants, another movie.
There are grown men in the studio raising their hands.
But this is a cult hero. Come on.
I'm all for it. Hands, feet, toes, fingers, whatever.
Yes.
SpongeBob is one of the most hilarious things. One of my favorite things in my life. I can't believe, after watching the trailer for this, I was like, wait, so I've spent the whole of lockdown just being D-pro and not watching reruns of SpongeBob episodes?
Yes. And when I saw Snoop Dogg in the trailer, I was like, brother man, I need to watch this movie.
Obviously, previously they had David Hasselhoff, there's Scarlett Johansson, so it's known for its cameos, so they tick all those boxes. Snoop Dogg, as well as Awkwafina, who voices in this too. Surprise,
once again.
Surprise. And Tiffany Haddish and Keanu Reeves, who plays a character named Sage because he's a bowl of sage.
Sage.
Ingenious.
So that I couldn't help but say John Wick's in here. But yeah, this is so cool.
No, such a dynamic character. Obviously, so much more devoted.
Oh, of course.
An actor.
Yes, Neo too.
Its own thing, surely. Yeah, not Keanu Reeves being the same thing over there. Nevertheless, Sponge on the Run is the name of the movie. It actually is on one of the major streaming services at the moment, but it's got a date pending for big screen in South Africa. So when your kids need to get outdoors and get when they do, then it might be, hey, Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo!
Machete.
Yes,
There he goes. He loves the Hispanic
And there's the
accent so much.
sage.
Keanu Reeves is an adorable human being. We must protect him with all powers we have.
He's a treasure, isn't he?
Special even. So yeah, even though it's on streaming already, it's obviously quite a different experience to take the kids out for
Exactly.
a jaunt in the town, and hopefully it gets a date soon enough. In the United States, it's May, so it might be in South Africa about the same time. Who knows? Sponge on the Run is him trying to find Gary the snail, also voiced brilliantly by Tom Kenny, which is to say he meows on behalf of the snail. Tom Kenny is... This dude has voiced like 60 of the characters that you grew up with, including SpongeBob. And that's one of the great things about this movie, by the way. Not everyone's just like replaced by famous names. Those are just cameos. But it's all the diehards who are involved in this. Tim Hill is the director. He's one of the old writers and co-founders of SpongeBob. Steven Hillenburg, rest in peace. We lost him. He's the creator of SpongeBob from 2018. Sad that he didn't get to see this. But what a magnificent, just important cultural event. They get to call it the SpongeBob movie, even though it's the third one, because I hope that it's like tax season. It's like, you don't call it the fourth tax season. It's just like tax season's back. Next year we get another SpongeBob because we deserve it.
Well, this is what you do to us. Like SpongeBob, you have us absorbed with regard to movies and movie content, which I do appreciate. So thank you so much for sharing Raya the Last Dragon. I had to. And the SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run. Those coming out very soon. Get excited, and hopefully we'll have a time where we can go to the movies safely.
I'm ready.